Drink water. I absolutely love water. It's the best thing ever. Refreshes and cleanses you. I was going to say recleanses. That's totally what I was about to say. Hey, Davita. I was absolutely, hey, Amanda. I was going to say recleanses. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say refreshes and cleanses you. I was going to put those together. That's what I was about to do. But welcome, my beautiful, blessed beings of love and light. Welcome to day 3 of your tarot tutorial. Natasha Monique here, your modern day witch, here to educate, give you wisdom, guidance, knowledge, help to uplift your vibration. Welcome to day 3. Third day of our tarot tutorial in preparation for the webinar, which will be Sunday. So if you would like to get on to that free webinar, just message me your email address. If you're watching on YouTube, putting your email address just on the live comments here, I can't go back and check them. So you have to wait until the video is done on live and then put your email address in the comments, or email me at tarot.tosh.balance@gmail.com. So I have your email address. I hope Champagne C joins us again. Hey, Nikki. Because, yeah, I wasn't able to get her email address. And I want to get her email address so she can be privy to the webinar that's going on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So welcome to day 3. Day 3 of our tarot tutorial. This tutorial is for those of you who are unsure about getting a tarot reading and not really sure about what it is. I get a lot of people who are friends of mine who say, no, they're scared. They're scared of tarot. They're scared of it. So I put this together for you all. I put this together for the people who have been practicing tarot for a while but want to know how to read the cards intuitively, and for those who are just starting to go into tarot and read the cards for themselves. Maybe some of you who have gotten your first deck. Now, I let you all know that the deck that I will be using is, I'm going to pull just this bit out of it because the other bit I'm going to need is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Okay, that's an excellent learning deck. It really is. Hey, Samantha. Welcome, boo-boo. The Rider-Waite-Smith deck is an excellent deck to learn at. I've actually used this deck for the majority of my tarot experience and just have recently branched off to other decks. And in doing so, I see that the other decks are really based on the Rider-Waite-Smith images. That's why I use them as a teaching tool. And I hope that this educates you all into what tarot is about, how to really read the cards intuitively, and how to connect yourself with the cards. So today's lesson is a super fun, cool lesson. It's all about the pips, the pip cards, aka the suits. Now, this does not necessarily include the quartz, but it does. Okay, hey Carl. It includes the quartz because with all the information you get from your pips, aka your suit cards, that information files also with the suit cards because it's that aspect. It's that aspect of those suit cards that you get. Honey Bunny, oh, I love that name. Hi, Honey Bunny. Thank you, Samantha. Your pip cards, your suit cards exist from the ace to the queen. I put the queen last because that feminine divine is the most powerful for me. I am all about the feminine divine being the most powerful. So it goes from the ace to the queen. The court cards in order for me are the page, the knight, the king, the queen. Who is a king without his queen? Okay. They say a lot of times, like, the king is the head, but the queen is the neck. So the king doesn't know which way to turn without his queen. And I firmly believe in that. Like, we've got to let our masculine divine, our divine masculine, know which way to go. And we have to connect our divine masculine into that divine feminine. And our divine masculine has to connect into that divine feminine, vice versa, for us to have that balance. That's what needs to be. So let's get started about talking about the pips, aka the suit cards. So first, we're going to start with the pentacles. Pentacles can also be known as discs, shields, stones, and coins. I have a shit ton of tarot decks, and I have seen the pentacles be called pentacles, discs, shields, stones, and coins throughout my decks. So that's why I wanted to include that in there. Those are all the ones that correspond to the pentacle. Pentacles correspond with earth, okay? They are the cardinal sign that they go with is the north. So if you're looking at north, south, west, east, pentacles are there in the north, in the top, okay? That's also with the winter, all right? And it's your physicality. It's your materialism. It is your stability, your business, your money, your material, your achievement. That's what pentacles are all about. They're all about that achievement of you. So when you look through the cards and build a story, I'm all about building a story with the cards. So take your cards and take all of your pentacles and put them out from ace to queen and build a story with that and see that materialistic story come to fruition. Hey, Erica, welcome, baby. See all of that come to fruition, all right? See how your money-making ability comes to fruition. It's corresponding with north and the earth, all right? That's your physicality, your connection to the earth. That's what the pentacles give us. Now, an example of that story that you can give. I had an inspired idea, but I was confused about which way to go. So I called some other people in to help me. Those other people inspired me to hold on to the finances that I have. With doing so, I felt as though I was stripped of finances and didn't know which way to go. But then I walked through the doorway and saw the abundance that there was. I planted my seeds and therefore watched them grow. I mastered them, and look at that. I'm a master in that. Now I have abundance. I can harvest all of those seeds, and all of that abundance is coming to me. With that abundance coming to me, I can put that abundance as my accolades. I can be with wonderment. I don't have to rush with anything because I know I'm the boss, and I know that everything is going to come to me when it needs to come to me. That's a story from ace to queen, okay? Just with those one little sentences that I gave for each card, that's a story from ace to queen in your pentacles. One little story. That's it. That's all it takes for you to connect intuitively with it. So now next we have your swords. Your swords, also called your athams, your athames, blades and arrows. That's what I have seen them be as. Your swords are about conflict, communication, intellect, insight, mentality. They correspond with the cardinal direction of the east and the season of the spring. Whereas, you know, your pentacles corresponded with north and winter. Okay, so that's that winter of deading something that you need to dead so that you can get prosperous from it. Here's the spring that can grow those things for you. Hey, Amanda and Deja, what's up, boo-boos? So here is your spring, that intellect. Hey, Marissa, welcome. Here's your spring, your intellect. where you can get up on your thought processes and you can do the same thing. Spring is about thought, intellect, mentality, logical, inquisitive, conflict, power, ambition, strength, and community, strategy. All about strategy when you pull wand cards. And looking through the wand cards, a lot of them look daunting. They really do. But we can build a story across them as well. Like, I have this great idea, but I don't know where to go with it, because if I go with one way, it's going to break my heart. If I go with the other way, it's going to make me rest. I have to maybe steal some ideas from other people, but then maybe I have to cross over to those calmer waters and do it myself. I still think I need to adopt other people's ideas to really be successful, but maybe am I blinded by that? Am I in my own mental thoughts thinking that I need to be blinded by that because I'm having nightmares about what the fuck is going to happen, about all the fucked upness that's going to happen? Yes, I can say fucked upness as a word because I'm a writer, and as a writer, I can formulate my own words. Yes. So then, am I going to be reborn from this idea? Is this idea going to spark something new with me? Yes, it is. So I need to fledge forward with it. I need to think of it with intellect and live with it in my intellect. Those are the type of stories that you can bring. Marisa, I would love to know what you just said. You've got to say it in English, boo-boo. I didn't understand any of that. Love you to death and back. I don't understand. Yes, I actually did do swords, Samantha. That was what I was on, was swords. I haven't gotten to the wands yet. I've done pentacles and I've done swords. So I haven't gotten to the wands yet. They are coming. They're coming. They're coming next. Next, we have the wands. Your wands are also called staves and bows. Those are what I've seen those as. And your wands are associated with the south, with summer, and with your passion, your movement. Okay? Your movement. With the first time here, I do not know if you can read me the letters, but I am in open war with my ex. I wanted to know if he'll leave me alone. Okay, Marisa, text me at, email me at tarot.tosh.balance@gmail.com, and I will help you out with that, because this is a tutorial to learn about the tarot cards. So if you need some extra advice with that, just email me at tarot.tosh.balance@gmail.com, and I can help you with that. Okay, boo-boo? Hey, Danielle. All right, Marisa, email me. tarot.tosh.balance@gmail.com. I can help you with that. No, don't be apologetic. Don't say sorry. It's all good. Please just pay attention to what the cards are and just email me with that issue, and I can help you with that. Just tarot, T-A-R-O-T dot tosh, T-A-S-H dot balance, B-A-L-A-N-C-E at gmail.com. Just email me and I'll help you out with that. Okay, we'll talk about that on a one-on-one basis, so I can help you with that. Okay, boo-boo? Did I say wands? I'm sorry, Samantha, that I said wands. I meant to say swords. Y'all saw the swords, and I'm sorry that I said that. If I said wands by mistake, I meant swords, and now we're on the wands. Okay, so our wands is all about your passion. All right, it corresponds to the element of fire. The cardinal direction of south. You see how we're going across those cardinal directions. We had north, the pentacles, east, your air, your swords, south, your fire, your wands. That's where we're on right now, is south, your fire, your wands. And it's all about the season of summer, which is hot. It's that fire. It's your passions. It's your movement. It's your go get 'em. It's your fuel to go forward. Your creativity, your optimism, your ventures, career, enterprise, your science. create a story with those cards as well. So take your deck and divide them into your suits when you're starting to work with your deck and build a story. So as I've done with the others, I'm going to build a little story with this one. I have this great passionate idea, but I'm torn between, should I do this passionate idea or should I do what everyone's been telling me to do? I think I should go and venture out and build a foundation for these ideas. I'm going to collaborate with people who are like-minded with me, and therefore I will be victorious. I'm going to have haters that I'm going to defeat, and everything is going to go in my way, and I'm going to come out as victorious from these haters. I'm going to carry my burden to the ends of the earth and to the end of my goal so that I can then see my next plateau, go forward with that, own it, and be the boss of that shit. That simply is the story of the Wands. That is simply the story of the Wands. The story that you create when you are growing a relationship with your cards does not have to be super long, super drawn out. It can be those simple stories that I'm giving you right there. Our final, oh, no, I pulled out, because I am a fire sign, I'm an Aries sun and a Sagittarius rising. I've got dual fire in my whole being. I pulled out the Wands from my Celtic Tarot, and it will give the same kind of story. Yes, it really does. It gives that same story. Looking through them, it gives that same story. You know what I think is so fucking awesome? Let me point this out. The King of Wands, look at his throne. Does his throne not look like a penis? Yeah, it does. Because it's that passion that you need to take control of. And I always end with the Queen. And even the Queen's throne is phallic-like. All right, you see that? It's taking control of the penis because we run tings. Tings no run we. That's just what it is. Our passion is the passion that rules all. No other passion can rule above the female's passion because it's his privilege to fuck you. That's just aside from me talking about the Wands and your passion, because that is that carnal passion, that sensuality, that sexuality, that creativity. Creation comes from... Samantha, I can't with you. Yes, we are. Yes, you saw it. You synced it. You synced it. But with the Wands, we have that passion, that creativity. Creativity stems from our womb space. We as women have that ultimate divine power to be able to create from our womb space. We are not given instructions how to create a human being in our womb space when we become impregnated. We just know how to do it. We know how to do it with our passion, with our DNA, with our innate abilities, with the wisdom from our ancestors. We just know how to do it. Okay? So now the last suit I want to talk about is the cups, which are aka chalices, cauldrons, vessels. That's what the cups are also called as. And your cups correspond all to your emotions, your intuition, let's see, your ebb and flow, your connectivity, expression, relationships, romance, joy, faith, your mourning, because mourning is an emotion. I felt the need to put that in there. Your psychic ability, and it corresponds with the cardinal direction of the west and the season of autumn. Think of what autumn is. Autumn is a rebirth. That's emotional for you to rebirth something. When autumn comes, that's when all the leaves fall to make room for new leaves. That's like the cups. It's getting rid of those old emotions so that you can make way for those new emotions, and you can build a story with that as well. I'm feeling some type of way torn between love and lust, but my friends got my back, but I don't see what's actually really there. So I leave all that behind and think about the things that I should have thought about in the past. Now I have way too much decisions, but I've matured and grown, so I know what is there to leave behind. Leaving behind what I need to leave behind. Now I have all of my accolades there. Having my accolades there increases my vibration, so my emotions are higher. I am more curious. I'm ready to be vulnerable and wear my heart on my sleeve. I can be emotional, but control those emotions. And I also know how to protect other people's emotions and keep those secrets. So getting to know the pip cards is as simple as doing those types of exercises. Dividing your cards, your tarot cards, into, I've done shuffled them now, so I done messed it up. Dividing your cards into the suits, the pips, creating stories out of them, and then playing a game that I like to call If, Then, And. So you take each particular suit and you shuffle that suit up, or you do it with the whole cards like I'm doing now, and that's the example that I'm about to give to you. So after you build your story with the particular suits, you can then take those pip cards and shuffle them up. You can add your majors in if you want. It's whatever you'd like to do. And you can play the If, Then, And game, which is a fantastic and fun game. How that goes is, whatever card you pull first. So I pulled the King of Wands. So if I'm the ruler of all my passions, next I pulled, okay, there we go, it's reconnecting. So if I'm the ruler of all my passions, and I decide to be curious with my passions, then I won't need to steal ideas from other people. If I carry the burdens of my life, and I take responsibility for them burdens, then things will come to me at the pace that they need to come. If I love with all of my heart, and I allow my finances not to be a determining factor in that love, then I'll be able to leave behind all of those things that don't serve me purpose. If I allow myself to new adventurous emotions, then I'll be able to hold on to everything that's dear to me, and I will live my heaven on earth. Do you see how that goes? That if, then, and exercise? And it gets to help you to know your cards more intuitively. This is before we've even sparked on the book. We haven't even started to read the book yet. We haven't even started to read the book yet. This is just your new deck. You've cleansed it, you've blessed it, you've taken it to your heart. Now you're just connecting with it. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about journaling. And that journaling is what we're going to do to connect us to the book in the author's point of view. So now for the first 3 days, we've gotten our own point of view, our own intuition involved, our own perspective involved, our own point of view involved. Then we're going to go to the book, because I really do want you all, those of you who are just starting to use tarot, and those of you who are on the fence as to should I get a tarot reading, and those of you who have studied tarot and are like, oh my God, it's too much for me to memorize all of the cards. Use your intuition. Making stories out of the cards is an excellent way for you to tune in your intuition to said cards. So do that. Tune in your intuition to the cards. Tune it in. Pay attention to the pictures that are on there, how those pictures make you feel, what you see in those pictures, and build a story. Build a story based on the numerology. We went through the numerology yesterday. Those of you who have not seen yesterday's video, I implore you to please go back and look at yesterday's video. We talked about the numerology in your birth cards of every card. Look at the numerology, and then look at how each card makes you feel and formulate that into a story that'll help you to intuitively connect with the cards so that your readings for yourself and for others are brighter, lighter, and more expansive. So if you enjoyed this video, please do like and share it. If you would like to join me for my Sunday webinar, just either DM me if you are watching on Facebook, or email me if you're watching on YouTube, your email address so I can send you my Zoom link for Sunday's webinar that goes a little bit deeper into tarot. It takes all of these things and a little deeper aspect of tarot into effect. My email is tarot.tosh.balance@gmail.com. This is a free webinar. I just want to offer information and wisdom to help you to connect with the cards. Okay, Samantha, real quick, because I was about to go. So what do you mean? What do you need me to explain again, boo-boo? So I'm going to wait for Samantha to reply to me and see what she needs me to explain again. But all of yous on YouTube, please do email me with your email address. If you're wanting to give me your email address live, I'm not going to get it in the live comments. You have to put it on the comments on the replay, and then I'll get it, and I will send you that email to the link so that you can get the webinar for the total tarot tutorial. Peace, love.